Next week, we celebrate the feast of Pentecost, the descent of the Holy Spirit on the apostles, empowering them to witness and share the Christian faith all over the world. Today, 1 week earlier, we celebrate World Communication Day and also Mother's Day and Nurses Day. Evangelization in the early church. In the Acts of the Apostles, we see a small group of uneducated common people who, in spite of all the problems, challenges, and opposition they were facing, started a movement that penetrated the highest circles of the Roman Empire. So what made these people so convincing and effective in their evangelizing mission? They were simply on fire with the Holy Spirit, or they received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Our mission to share our Christian faith remains unchanged. Our habit number 5. The most effective method of spreading the gospel is still through personal connections. For example, between parents and children, among colleagues, and within our own parish community. So personal contact, personal touch are very important. Now, we are living in the 21st century. We also embrace this modern social media, and we want to use them creatively for a new evangelization. Let us heed the words of Pope Francis. He says, "Today, we are living in a world which is growing ever smaller. In a world like this, media can help us to feel closer to one another, creating a sense of the unity of the human family. The internet, in particular, offers immense possibilities for encounter and solidarity. And this is something truly good. It's a gift from God. Now, opportunity and danger. We live, sisters and brothers, we know that we live under the constant influence of the social media. And these influences seep daily into our minds and may gradually change our way of looking at life, for better or worse. So we must learn to use all this social multimedia with constant watchfulness. Be careful, with discernment, accepting what is good and rejecting what is worthless and harmful. Sisters and brothers, for people like me, Apek already, still struggling to get familiar with all this new technology and get adapted to it. And now come artificial intelligence, Last year, I asked one young girl, "Hey, what are you studying?" "I'm studying AI, So we are already moving into the age of artificial intelligence, or AI. So what is AI? AI involves computer systems doing very complex tasks previously done only by humans, like reasoning, problem solving. It's about creating machines or robots that think like humans, that sing like humans. But then remember, machines or robots can't provide the wisdom of the heart. So for this year's theme for the 58 Worthy of Communications, Pope Francis chose the theme, Artificial Intelligence and the Wisdom of the Heart towards a fully human communication. So sisters and brothers, AI is reshaping communication, offering both opportunities and risks. The desire for community, while social media helps us stay connected, we also risk losing something important if we are not careful, that we might lose our human authenticity and deny the divine image within us. God has created us according to His image. And God is a community. So there is a danger that our social image could overshadow our humanity. So, just because we are socially connected doesn't mean that we are truly in community. It can give us a false sense of our relational well-being. So while we are more connected than ever with 24/7 news, smartphones, and the internet, many today still feel lonely. They got even caught, all the scam, all the love thing, and so on. Many still feel lonely. This is because humans are not meant to rely solely on screen connections. True connection comes from being physically present, communicating face to face, and sharing personal touch. You yourself realize that during the past 2 years of MCO, how we miss this coming together, this physical gathering. We miss that. We are human beings. That we connect to the handphones, internet are not enough for us. So humans naturally seek community and interaction. Social media allows us to stay in touch with distant friends. But real-life connections are important too. Sometimes we share more online because it feels safer. Facebook has redefined what it means to be a friend, just as Twitter has redefined what it means to be a follower. So when Jesus called his disciples friends, when he asked them to follow him, he was not suggesting that they join Twitter. He was inviting them into the joyful, loving, and serving Christian community. It can be messy, yes. Someone shares that digital communication is like fast food. It is quick, cheap, and easy. It doesn't demand much time or money and is often consumed hastily. Like fast food, it doesn't satisfy for long. So we come back for more, which in the long run is harmful to our health. Whereas face-to-face communication is like a feast. It requires a commitment of time, money, and energy. So you prioritize spending time with the person in front with you over other activities, with your family members. A feast is a multi-course meal intended to fully satisfy. A feast cannot be rushed. And this is what Jesus offers us, meaningful connections with Him and others. But we often choose fast food over the feast. So the church is not asking you to give up social media or testing, but just bear in mind that you were created for communion and community. The purpose of true communication is to create loving communion and community. And that is the ultimate goal of our evangelization, to create, to build communion and community. So sisters and brothers, our parish has a well-established multimedia ministry. So our parish will suddenly make creative use of the social multimedia for a new evangelization.